After a long, hard wait, Attack on Titan is finally back to that greatness that it originally had. The stuff that I was reading it to begin with. The stuff that I've been waiting for a long time. The series. Ever since pretty much we began this arc, when I started reviewing and we just had crazy stuff upon crazy stuff. Even in that stuff as well, we had some cool action, you know, going in. And this is what I came back to love. Like this revelations, truths like that, action. That's what I love about this series. From what we see at the start of this chapter, we find out a lot about Historia's past and all that. Finding out about pretty much like her half-sister as well, Freda, who is actually like this black-haired chick that we actually saw originally beforehand. Was like, you know, who is that? But now we get the confirmation that this is her, this is Freda, and that, you know, she was Historia's half-sister. And Eren's father, Reconguista, like what he did, finding out that he has a Titan form as well, and he has like this cool ass fucking beard, big massive Titan, and he was just killing one. And even the family itself was fighting them with their Titan forms. He just bit their necks off and stuff like that. It was brutal. It was absolutely brutal seeing that in this like chapter, just seeing what he was doing to them. And like even when she was having like all this information fed into her, like she was remembering, she's just like looking at Eren with just spite. Like Historia was like, you scumbag. I mean, it was never his fault or anything like that, but what I'm guessing is that maybe he used his powers too much or something like that, and that's why he got killed by Eren in the end. From what we saw from last month's chapter, that's probably he must have like gone straight back, because he fought with like pretty much all of them, and it was like, god damn, it's like, you're gonna exhaust yourself that much. And it's like, what? Like, what the hell with that? Like, is going on? It's just like, it was just so brutal. One thing I've got to mention, the cover page and all the art and all that, Isayama, you have become an incredible, like, artist right now. Like, I remember looking at those volumes back then. The first few volumes I had were, like, just horrific. Even as well, seeing the one-shots. Anyone ever saw Attack on Titan, like Chapter 0? That stuff was absolutely horrific, that art, when he like tried to post that to like Shonen Jump or something like that. That was bad. And now from what you see now, this stuff is amazing. Like pretty much Attack on Titan could be near masterpiece level right now, because it's like perfect art. If he had this from the start, then I have like no issues, because this stuff looks just beautiful. That's just all I can say about it. Just crazy, just nice, and it just looked absolutely astonishing. One thing I gotta say about this chapter though was the fucked up shit that when they were doing to that one dude, torturing him. They had like some fucking keg thing up his butt. He was like trying to like saying like, oh, you can share your fucking into your mouth and stuff like that. What? This is like something from a snuff film or something. Like, what's up with like this weird torture shit like that? That's just fucking wrong. Like, I thought, you know, they'll be beating the shit out of him, you know, whipping him or something like that. For torture? No, let's put a fucking giant flask up his butt and they can poop it and eat it. It was like, well, we've got some interesting things going in the Attack on Titan torture world right now, so, yeah, let's just try and forget about that a little bit. But it's like, I love it as well, even as well with like everyone's gonna rescue like Eren and Historia. And even one thing is like saying like was asking is that, you know, one thing I've been wanting to know for a long while is that Mikasa never really knew anything about that. Like why did you never think of like know anything about like Kenny or anything like that? Like, why did you not know about him? Like, he's an Akame. It's like, yeah, there's definitely some relations there. It's like, this is from his dad's part of the family, and they like got like they ostracized from like the actual city or something. So what did they do? It must have been like this big fucked up thing that Kenny must have done, like, and his whole family. So that makes them probably why they spite like that side of the family. And it's apparently like, you know, it's strong. He's on that power level with like Levi right now, so he's definitely up there and all that. And it's like, yeah, let's see what the hell that's gonna be. Like, I've got to know that. I really got to know that, like, what the hell that is. And just more things up with them, you know, both with Mikasa and, like, hey, if they're ever going to meet, if they're ever going to clash. That'd be a sick fight if we ever have Mikasa and Levi going against one another, because they're saying, you know, he's on the same power as Levi, but maybe they just need that advantage. Maybe that they need that one extra person there, and then the Akame family just to help take down Kenny. Maybe he's that just strong. And also as well, what we find out is like, with the Historia side, he like brought out one of those serums as well, so maybe it was that one that the doctor left behind or something like that, you know, with Eren's father. Like, did he actually knows how to create the serum itself? Like, is there even a cure for this thing right now? Can you actually get rid of this, or is this something you've permanently got? Like, that's something I want to know. But it's like, also Historia like saying accepted it, like yeah, and it's like Eren's like no. Oh, that's one thing I felt like Krista's like one would be like hidden in her or something like that, but no, she's actually still pure. So I wonder if actually we're gonna have to end up fighting Krista or something like that in the end. Like Eren's gonna have to do it just to like put it out of her misery or something like that. It's a very big question what's going on right now, but I'm just excited to see about that. We've got so much shit going on, like the whole revelation going on with like, you know, Historia and her family, and like what happened to her half sister, you know, the whole stuff with Kenny and all that, like also Mikasa. Eric, this is just the stuff I love. Like even like I'm saying it has some weird shit. I'll say that weird shit with the bug thing. I'm not gonna go too much into that, but everything else was cool. Like even all the information, finding out about, you know, what's happening and everything. It was good. This is the Titan I love. Not like the whole heavy political stuff that we was going into. It's needed, but it is not needed to like, you know, be forced upon us. And that's what this chapter did right. It made sure I was entertained, because that's a huge key factor as well. It could be some great storytelling as well, but if it's all just shown off in dialogue and that, then yeah, it's not very entertaining work. You need stuff to happen. You need progression. That's one of the things as well that Attack on Titan's been slacking on for a while, and that was probably because of the small ending and all that got leaked out on that. But as what, this was some awesome shit right now, and I was like, I generally can't wait for next month. I need to be like, fuck, I want to see the next chapter right now. I need to see it right now, because this Titan chapter is that one where you're like, Titan's back, baby. Like that's one thing I can just keep hitting on that. But apart from that, everything else was solid. Everything was great. I said the art is amazing. Isayama, you truly put it up there now. I'm happy with that. And I'm just going to give this one a 9 out of 10. Mainly because I didn't need to see that butt plug thing. That's the only thing. I didn't need to see that. That's some funky torture you got there. And yeah, a little bit of dialogue, but who cares? It's fucking Titan. I love this shit right now. But that's all for me, so thank you very much for watching as always. But I'll see you guys next month.